In this week's Fresh Produce Market Overview, we discuss the impact of the rainfall on tomato prices and see that potato and carrot prices increased sharply. We also take a look at the latest online market prices as usual from Nile.ag. All in this week's episode, so make sure to stay tuned. Hi, I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and welcome to this week's AMT Fresh Produce Market Outlook. To get the latest information, you can follow us on YouTube by clicking the subscribe button. You can also follow us on Facebook, where we share the link to our popular WhatsApp groups where we share additional information every week as well. Looking at the latest economic indicators, the rand remained at a fairly strong level the past week and currently trades at 17.31 rand per US dollar. However, the Brent crude oil price decreased sharply over the past week due to concerns about the global economic recession and the likely impact that it will have on the demand for oil. However, also keep in mind that higher demand from China, which has lifted some COVID restrictions, and sanctions on Russian oil may cause prices to increase again. The latest price is now trading at $76 per barrel. Looking at the latest movements in the vegetable industry, the average potato price increased by 23% the past week to 53.97 Rand per 10 kilogram bag and is now 26% higher compared to a year ago, with about 11% lower volumes reported on the markets the past week. The average mondial price, accounting for about 78% of all potatoes on the markets at the moment, increased to 53.90 Rand, while the average value price increased to 52.35 Rand. The Class 1 large mondial price again increased sharply on Nile.ag and is currently trading on 77 Rand per 10 kilogram bag. The potato price can likely maintain these high levels due to volumes that is likely to stay on a slightly lower level. Tomato prices increased by 24% to 10.14 Rand per kilogram, mostly due to 18% lower volumes reported on the markets last week, with higher rainfall having a negative effect on offtake. The Class 1 price also increased to 11.63 Rand, with the weather that will dictate the volumes that will be sent to the markets and therefore also the prices. As expected, the carrot price continued on its upward trend and increased by 9% to 4.54 Rand, mostly due to higher demand. The Class 1 price increased to 4.65 Rand, while Nile.ag's Class 1 large price increased to 60 Rand per 10 kilogram bag. We're still expecting the price to increase in December, when we traditionally see higher demand, while the middle of January can see lower prices again in the markets. The onion price continued on its downward trend due to more brown and white onions entering into the markets at the moment and traded on 85.24 Rand per 10 kilogram bag. The Class 1 price decreased to 87.58 Rand, while the Nile.ag Class 1 large medium brown onion price decreased to 95 Rand per 10 kilogram bag. It is expected that prices can continue on its downward trend over the next few months, as more brown and white onions are likely to enter into the markets, pushing down the average prices. Looking at other vegetable prices, the latest cabbage price decreased to 2.40 Rand and can remain in a downward trend over the coming week. Garlic prices decreased to 41.53 Rand. Spinach prices increased by 35% to 3.13 Rand due to 19% lower volumes, while the sweet potato price decreased to 3.14 Rand last week. Pepper prices decreased to 9.56 Rand and was driven downwards by lower green pepper prices. Green pepper prices traded on 6.21 Rand. Yellow pepper prices increased to 16.90 Rand, while red pepper prices increased to 15.72 Rand. Pumpkin prices decreased by 10% to 2.41 Rand per kilogram, mostly due to 12% higher volumes on the markets. This broadcast is made possible by Standard Bank, Nile.ag, Halfway Toyota and Zimmatic irrigation systems. Nile's online market makes it possible to order directly from South Africa's leading producers. Producers get the benefit of better price transparency, low commissions and faster payments. Learn more about Nile on their website www.nile.ag. Also make sure to contact Andrew and his excellent team at Halfway Toyota Ottery for the best price and service countrywide for the Toyota of your choice. In the fruit market, the banana price increased to R7.43 while the average Class 1 price increased to R7.92. On Nile.ag, the Class 1 large hand variety price stayed on R150 per 18 kg box. Based on seasonal trends, we are expecting prices to stay in its upward trend over the next 3 months, mostly due to lower volumes expected. Apple prices stayed in an upward trend and traded on R9.16 with the Class 1 price on R9.96. We're expecting apple prices to continue in an upward trend until the start of February next year, as volumes are likely to decrease over this period as well. The latest pear price increased to R9.10 per kilogram last week and can also continue to increase until the end of January next year. The orange price increased by 13% to R6.33 due to low volumes, while the Class 1 price increased to R6.27. Orange prices are likely to stay in an upward trend over the next few months due to lower expected volumes. The latest lemon price, however, decreased to R5.06 last week. The avocado pear price decreased to R17.18 with volumes trending upwards over the past 5 weeks, while the Class 1 avo price decreased to R19.38. We're still expecting higher prices until the middle of January next year due to lower volumes expected. The table grape price stayed on its lower level the past week, trading on R17.09, with volumes increasing by 26% the past week alone. The price is likely to remain on its current lower levels over the next few months, maybe increasing slightly more towards the R20 mark. The latest pineapple price decreased by 7% to R9.26, while blueberry prices increased to R34.39. Zimmatic irrigation systems are built to last, from industry-leading durability and strength to innovative enhancements and advanced technology. Every product is designed to be a part of a custom and flexible solution that will best support you and your field. This broadcast was made possible by Standard Bank, Nile.ag, Halfway Toyota and Zimmatic Irrigation Systems. I'm Dr. Johnny van der Merwe and thank you for watching.